Welcome back here to Up North at 4. Dave Holt from Nicolet College is joining us now on the couch, and we've got some exciting news. We have the TEDx talks are coming back to Nicolet College later in early fall, I guess, if you will. And this is actually the second year that you guys are doing it. The first year, it sounds like, was a success. Is that kind of fair to say?
Absolutely. First year was surprisingly popular. We're bringing it back. It's going to be Friday, September 30th from 8:30 to 1 p.m. Might go a little bit longer. It depends on how many speakers we get. If we get a lot, we might go a little past lunch.
Cool. Okay. So what exactly is this? Can you just explain a little more to the viewers? Because a lot of the viewers maybe wouldn't know. Absolutely.
TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. They've had these TED events for a few decades now. And TEDx is an independently run local TED-like event. So it's not really connected. It's a little bit like a franchise thing. I get a license for it, or an individual gets a license to do one. What's going on stage is very tightly controlled in terms of the guidelines. Outside of that, the rest of the event around it can be we have a lot more room for creativity for added participants, for local community organizations to come set up, even have entertainment. And so the stage itself is a pretty minimalist set. It'll be exactly the same as last year, except 2022 instead of 2021. But for the most part, what's on stage, and there'll be 100 members in the audience. That's the maximum number of tickets that can be sold. So it's a small, intimate event with an MC and speakers.
Totally. And a lot of people might be watching thinking, okay, it's in September. Why is this guy on my TV right now? Well, you guys are obviously looking for more speakers. You're looking for more people to get involved, because this is something that you guys all take very seriously, and you want to really pursue and push this message throughout the community. And you were telling me before, the theme this year is origin stories. Can you tell us a little bit about what the theme is then? Like, explain that a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, the TED events are much more geared towards entertainment and inspiration. It's not an academic conference necessarily. And so the theme this year, origin stories, stories of our Northwoods community. It's surprising how many people you meet here from all over the world. And anybody here, even people who have been here for centuries, they all have a story for how they got here, how things have changed in their community or not changed. And we're looking for people to bring those stories to us, bring them to the TED stage, so that we can showcase our wonderful community here.
So in 2020, I know during the main part of the pandemic, how did it affect you guys, and how did you guys recover from that?
Well, the original event was going to be TEDx Nicolet College 2019. There were a number of things that happened that year that made me want to push that back to 2020, and then of course we all know what happened in 2020.
No, I didn't know what
well, it did last 50 years, but I decided that we needed to go ahead and apply for another extension for a year, and so 2021 we come back. However, there was still a little bit of a pandemic protocol. People were wearing masks. It was a limited number of audience that could even attend. I think a lot of people weren't quite ready to get back out after the pandemic. So we didn't have a full audience. And we also, we had enough speakers and it worked really well, but we had just enough. And so what we're doing now is we're recruiting speakers, where auditions and selections should be the first week of June. After that, we're going to also go back out and recruit for an MC, Master of Ceremonies, somebody who's going to be speaking from the stage, introducing the speakers, and then in between speakers, their role is to sort of talk about what's going on and give us the flexibility. If we have more speakers, the MC speaks less, right? If we have fewer speakers, the MC might fill in a little bit more time. Certainly, if you have any technical difficulties, that would happen as well. So after we get the program set and the speaker list set, we're going to come back out and be asking for individuals who might want to MC the event.
Absolutely. Well, Dave, we appreciate you taking the time to come on today. Hopefully you can get some more speakers here the next few months, and we look forward to talking to you very soon later this summer. We'll be right back here on Up North at 4.